top of the morning, top of the night, whatever the case may be. My name's Ben Matthews, a.k.a. Ben Time Traveler. I am who I say I am. Your government within inside your government. Ain't trust me on this. I know these things. What's going on here? Anyway, I want to thank the President of the United States of America for doing such a shitty job and bringing awareness to people of exactly what's going on. Gotta appreciate it, right? That's right. Thank you, Mr. President, for showing you ain't capable of running this country. So many people, you talk about the woke people, the woke crowd. What is it? Maybe 5%, 4 or 5% so-called woke. That's probably about a percentage of it. But oh, people are waking up to the truth and the facts of the matter right now, man. Especially with the, remember that African American woman that was being racist towards me, trying to say I was racist, and shit. She's trying to, but she was the one being racist. Remember her? Well, I just came from that store where me and her had that encounter at, and the owner of that store said that she was in there just another day ago, complaining about how much gas prices are. How much she had to put in her car. Can you imagine that? You're sitting there saying how wonderful. Well, you know what? She never even say anything about Biden. You know what? She just voted for Biden like the rest of them did because she was brainwashed into thinking Trump was such a terrible person, such a terrible president. In reality, we see what's going on right now. Food prices, gas prices, everything's gone up. Everything's going up. When during the high, so-called high peak of this pandemic, remember the toilet paper shortage and shit. That was during the high peak of this shit, man. That's understandable, right? That was understandable. We're not nowhere close to that, supposedly, right? But yet, you're seeing your shelves bare in the stores and shit. And by the way, more people have died now since Biden's been in office than before Trump was. And that's truth and facts. You can research that, man. Yeah, but she was in the store. Oh, I paid $35 to put gas in my car. Huh? Well, you're sitting there bowing down, kissing some ass and shit of how great Biden is and his policies and shit. Which ain't, and by the way, people, these bills ain't even became law. These bills, they're not even out there yet. And look at the effect this man's having on the economy now. Imagine if they pass these trillions of dollars in which, it's anybody's estimate of the true value of the cost of this shit. I try putting some numbers together. I come up with different ones, 4.6 trillion, all kinds of different numbers and shit. It's how they word it and how they write it. Oh, we'll have this program for only 5 years. We'll have this program for 10 years. These programs never go away, man. Once they're implemented, man, they're here forever and shit, man. Well, the weather's finally changed. And we're finally going into our fall weather here. Finally. It's only 3 weeks late. Trees ain't got no color yet, as you'll see out here in a minute. To tell you all the truth, man, I'm sorry I ain't been on as much as I usually have in the past, but so man ain't doing too good, man, of late, man. So it is what it is. Get old and start feeling the pain in the body. I was just telling the guy at the store, man, this is the golden years, man. Holy shit. people going to work, man. We'll make that dollar again, man. Don't depend on the government. Gotta watch my speed down here. Cops, man. They like to get speeders on this road, man. I don't never speed anyway, but anyway, I hope to find everybody doing good today, man. God bless each and every one of you. Peace, love, understanding, much respect, man. Don't worry. They can have their 4 or 5% woke crowd. That's about what it amounts to. I mean, to get other people to go along with, you know, your agenda, that's easy enough to trick people, but no. Biden's waking up people by the hundreds of thousands, man. Every day, man. Critical race theories being its ass is being kicked. Even Rice came out. She came out, she said how wrong it is and shit. You know, that's pretty bad when a socialist Marxist comes out and says critical race theories bullshit. See, they never want, you know, it's like soft kill. They don't want to kill everybody at one time. They want to do it slowly if nobody sees it. You know, like 100,000 people dying from fentanyl, you know, in the United States of America. There's 100,000 people died last year from fentanyl in the United States of America. Ain't nobody saying anything about them poor people, man. Ain't nobody saying, oh, they're drug addicts. No, man. They were human beings, man. Their souls might have been lost for a minute, you know. But I understand addiction, you know. And we still allow open borders and shit, man, and allowing that fentanyl to come in. By the way, which the ingredients are made in China and then shipped to Mexico, where in Mexico they're making the fentanyl. They get the product from China, ship it to Mexico. Mexico makes the shit and it ships it into the United States. Here we go back with China again. You know, China's the one that's doing all this critical race theory bullshit. They're the ones, you know, about Soros, you know. So yeah, he's got his hands in this shit, man. But China's the one that's doing all this shit. They're the ones spreading the lies and the misinformation and causing the divide in the United States of America, blacks against whites, you know. They're the ones doing it. China is the one. You know, they're the ones bringing in, you know, you can go back and read one of their game plan books, which I have. And one of their things in the game plan book is to send drugs here to the United States of America. To weaken our country through drugs, man. In the educational system, you know, they talk about the schools and shit, but taking over businesses and shit, you know, for our dependence on our minerals and whatnot, shit, you know, them having control of all that. And they're doing all this. They're doing it openly, man. You know, and people just don't get it, man. Alright, man, I gotta go pick up my grandson. I gotta take him to college, so I'll come back out here a little bit later, man. Peace, love, and understanding, much respect. God bless each and every one of you, man. Be safe, man. Don't take no wooden nickels.